Yeah, there's a bunch of people pulled up my neighbor's house. His door's been wide open for 100 years. I think he thinks he's gonna get attacked. Maybe they're there to put a lock on the door the first time in 100 years. Hope nobody hurts the old bastard since he's 120. I'm not going to. I could really care less to even look at him. I don't give a shit if he's a Fort Dixie Knox, a Prince Charles himself, a Queen of England. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna hurt him. I couldn't hurt a fly, and why would I? I don't like hurting 120-year-old men. It's kind of creepy, let alone look at him. But yeah, I was just gonna tell the story, man. Maybe he's putting a lock on the house for the first time in his life. Gonna shower and shave. Something, man. I don't know. Yeah, just. But anyway, yeah, I was gonna say something. I was just a janitor at a nursing home. Well, two of them, one for 5 years and one for about a year. But I witnessed a lot of stuff because I didn't go to college. But the one thing is, these toe doctors, they're called podiatrists. I'm not laughing at all, but it's kind of strange when I ask them because I think they're called podrist, like podiatrist, but it's like or wrist or something. It means foot doctor. I think because it's been like a long time since I was a janitor, but I think they have to go to school for like 4 years, men and women, and they have to go to school like 4 years. And they said they take all this schooling to know all the bones and all the feet, almost like a doctor, but not extreme and like a veterinarian. But veterinarians go to school a lot longer because they have to know cats and dogs and lizards and bunnies and all that, and snakes and guinea pigs and rats and mice and birds and all that. And veterinarians got to go a lot longer. But anyway, because the different shapes and the bone structures and the counts and the teeth and everything. But the podiatrists, they said, I met a lot of them, and they said that they go to a school for like 4 years, and they said the one thing we really have to do when we work at nursing homes, which is a lot, yeah, and I witnessed it, like about all the old people after they turn 65, and that's why a lot of the old people fall at home. A lot of people don't like old people now, but their toenails, when they get to be like 65, and it's kind of creepy, and I even asked the podiatrist, and they said that it's kind of creepy to them too. But when you get like 65, all your feelings and emotions and energy and strength, whether you're on the other side of the planet, never met each other or somewhere else, it goes straight to your toenails. And you have 10 toenails. And it all your toenails, it happens to just about every single senior citizen. I've never met one that doesn't. But their toenails, they get like this thick, dude. And the podiatrist, a lot of the men and women, a lot of the women quit. And it's not because they're lazy or because they don't know their job. It's because they just rather go get a job and preaching like they're slopping a mop as a janitor. It's so much easier. But they have to take like these giant horse clippers and they have to clip these toenails because people's toenails, they get like this thick of calcium. And like a lot of these old senior citizens are sitting at home and they're like, think it's just them or think it's just their body and they're depressed and ashamed. But all 10 of their toenails, the calcium goes straight from their body, like after senior citizen, and their toenails like get calcium. And their toenails get like that thick, dude. I'm not lying, like that thick. You can't even. They have to use these fucking like chompers and chomp off all 10 of them. And those podiatrists, they go in those senior citizens. They have to call it one person at a time, like in a room, and they like go like this, like trying to chop them toenails, all 10 of them, and that's what they do all day. And a lot of them, like they're like scared that they're not gonna be able to chop it because it's like all thick calcium, and it's like so stressful. Like a lot of the women quit, and it's not because they're not muscle enough to do it. They just rather get an easier job like working at Walmart or a janitor job instead of being so stressed. Because some of them do, they like at life the toenails like every 60 days because they're like that thick, and they have 10 toes. And if they mess up, they have to get like some kind of saw. And if you witnessed it, you'd understand it is like a small saw. And that's why the podiatrists just have to get trained. Or they have to do it every 60 days. And I'm not making fun of all. I'm not making fun of it at all, but it is strange. Because after 65, it seems like if they could keep that calcium in their toes, but I don't know, maybe in 100 years they won't do that no more. But it's kind of scary. Bye.